Hello again. Welcome back to Jade. Last time, we learned more about everything. Oh my god. What kind of sadistic status makes people pick up this chapter? Night, Ariel. It's time to get up. Don't you mean morning? Sorry, my cat is being a turd. I'm sorry about that. My cat opened something and I can't get it to close. Don't you mean morning? Well, it's 5 a.m. It's technically not morning yet. I see. Ariel, please, we have to get to the Bullhead Landing, remember? Hello? Good morning, my cute rule-breaking students. Morning. Good morning. Morning. Good morning, Professor Peach. We're glad to see at least one of you is a morning person. You'll have a couple of more hours to sleep on the Bullhead anyway. Professor, why so early? Well, it's so we have more time to explore. Also, having breakfast at 6,000 feet up is stimulating. 6,000 feet? 6,561 to be precise. Let's go. Where are you going, Ariel? Peak, that's the name. I don't know exactly what it is, but it should have some answers. Yes, I think it will, from what I can feel. They won't come easy and they won't come soon. I still need them, Flame. You could always turn away. Excuse me? Take your friends and disappear. As long as they don't get their hands on you, they won't be able to go through with their plans, and you won't be able to fight them. You won't have to fight them. Wait for someone else to take care of them. I can't do that. Why? Because this is my problem. Nar, you didn't create it. You're completely innocent, Ariel. But it still concerns me, and honestly, the closest thing to a protector I've seen is ruled by fear. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to fear to dominate me, to make my decisions for me. Partner, I want to solve this. I want to destroy the source of my fear, wherever it may be, so that I can just live our lives instead of fighting our way through them. I understand. Just living, huh? I wonder what that feels like. Flame? Go on then, Ariel. Take your first steps towards the truth. Ariel, wake up! Jack, what is it? Open your eyes, Mr. Cavigus. There's something you can only see at dawn. Is that our destination? The sealed city of Peak, students. You've indeed arrived. This looks like some kind of research camp. What is this?
What?
Is this the first class repulsion field? Very good, Penny. Indeed it is. This camp is not used that much for anymore, but they decided to at least make it so that it wouldn't get worn down by elements or Grim. Yawn. A camp for what? To try and study Peak. Emphasis on try. Why would they need to study a city? to understand why it suddenly up and disappeared. I can kind of see it. Symbolically speaking, Mr. DeCapitates, a city is not just the walls and people, a city is inhabitants. Man, if only everyone, Volume 8 could learn something from that. And that's what disappeared. Excuse me? Did you not just say the city's populace disappeared overnight, as far as we know? As far as we know! Problem is, no one could ever verify it. Professor Peace, could you please start from the beginning? Gladly! Still haven't told you how this all ties with your lighter, either. Peak was a marvel, one of the few large, long-lasting, successful settlements so far from one of the Four Kingdoms mainlands. Not only that, it became the world's leading coal research into metallurgy. That's the working of metals, right? Working, fusing, shaping, extracting. Peak started as a mining town and is the first place in the world where obsidian was discovered. Also, the first place in the world where they learned to harness its properties. Among all known and produced materials on Remnant, it's still the best aura conductor ever discovered. Sadly, it's way too heavy to make weapons out of, but walls are an option. You mean the walls out of the city are made out of obsidian? At their core, almost indestructible, and able to conduct aura that double the defense. Add batteries, and this place was a fortress as much as a science town, which makes the sudden radio silence even weirder. Around a decade ago, all communication from Peak ceased. Aerial surveys tell no destruction of any kind, but all human activity is just gone, and so are the inhabitants. Just aerial surveys? I said as far as we know, right? It's not called the Sealed City at Peak for nothing. No one can get in, and nothing ever came out. Indestructible walls, and don't make me get started on the gate. It's Blacksmith's wet dream. Problem is, it's locked, and every security system in the city had in place is operative. You can't open it, you can't dis it, and you can't disassemble it. No one has managed to get in, and in the end, they stopped trying. Question: did they really remember they can fly? Because there's no top. I suspect the city had a repulsion field of its own, but that only keeps out things without aura. Indeed, any attempts to just climb the walls were met with failure for another reason, and that was nothing life-threatening or with long-term consequences. Well, that ain't ominous at all. Thing is, anyone who's ever tried to enter the city has been hit with dizziness and torpor and fell into a heap soon after. Alright, so why exactly are we here then? To find a way inside, of course. Let me get this straight. You brought us here to try to crack a mystery that people in high number and with greater resources and experience than us have failed to even chip at, more or less. But considering this is also your only lead to the mysterious mysteries of your lighter, do you have a choice? I guess we don't. Go figure. What do we do first? What about breakfast, partner? Please. Aha, a bit cold, but it keeps its flavor. They even made it fresh at this ungodly hour, Professor powered. Maybe next time we could get something ourselves. Well, if Professor Peace allows it. Oh, absolutely. I'm personally terrible at making anything appetizing, so I welcome the chance to try some homemade cooking. Wasn't that supposed to be our punishment? It's like we're planning a camping trip. Oh, believe me, Peak will punish you enough. Speaking of which, barring any interruptions, I want to ask, where should we start? Examining the gate and walls, I guess. As minimalist as the possibility is, we may find something others have overlooked, or maybe something changed with the walls. Sounds like a plan, let's go. How do we do this? According to my data, we just need to click over interesting points to reveal information about them. And then we can change the area we're in by clicking on the sides of the screen. What? That doesn't make any sense. Trust me, it does. Simple enough. Aren't these controls? Maybe. They're the controls for the gate. A gate that opens from the outside. To get closer and observe the area Evelyn has pointed at, I see a bunch of levers, weights, and knobs, each one waiting for a different input with a different setting seemingly connected to the gate. I think you may be right, but if they are, how come no one ever used them? Probably because you need to know the exact setting needed. This is most definitely a failsafe in case there was a malfunction of the gates that would leave someone stranded outside. But considering the amount of possible combinations, it'd take years to try them all. Give or take a century. Oh, never thought I had made a breakthrough. This is literally the same thing. Gate is massive, and I can't begin to understand how many layers of protection are on it. Given the materials, thickness of the various layers, and composition of the structure, as I thought, it doesn't bode well. What doesn't, Penny? This gate's resistance. Similar gates are used in Atlas for their disaster-level shelters, except with different materials. Factoring those in as well, only kinetic bombardment could burst through this door. A what bombardment? Orbital strike. Come again? It means a really big object falling on it from space. Oh no, shoulder ramming this one. The walls are high and sturdy looking, but they don't look as impressive as the front gate. Push comes to fuck, I think we'd have an easier time breaking through the walls for this gate. That's not really necessary though, is it? The walls are not so high that we can't clear them with a jump. The problem is staying up after entering the city. The dizziness curse or whatever it is Professor Peach spoke of? Yeah, I wonder if there's another of the city's security systems. If it is, this system specifically crafted against humans, is it? Yeah. Also, it covers the entire city. How did they keep it from affecting the inhabitants? Weird. Christ, this forest thick. You wouldn't be able to see anything in it for miles unless you were knocking trees out of the way. Reminds me of our heart-thumping encounter of the grim kind in the Emerald Forest. Which one? Because I can count a few. Well, Harold isn't really grim, so I don't think he counts. There's still that time he ambushed you while we were fighting at the group of Beowulfs. No trees knocked down that time, though. True. Anyway, I wonder how they handled surveillance in Peak. Well, think about it this way. They had enough defenses and space between them and forests to be able to handle smaller parties easily, and larger ones would be seen even before entering the forest. They are pretty high up, after all. Still, I wonder. What's that translucent area? Do you see this? Yep, that's what happens when two force fields intersect. Both the camp and the city are protected by separate repulsor fields, right? I guess this is where the two things intersect, and that's why you can see the translucent effect near the ground. I see. Wait a minute. Are these things powered up? Usually with dust. Why? Because the force field encompasses the whole city and has been up for a whole decade. How is it still running? Good point. I mean, this was a mining town, so they could theoretically have stocked up on enough dust for it to be possible, but how has the force projector been restocked for over the years? There are more of these towers on the wall. I guess they contain the anti-air armament. The more I look at it, the more I can't help but think of this as a military base instead of a mining and research town. Couldn't it be otherwise considering its location? So far into the wilds, there's only two things that can protect you from the Grim, either a large amount of aura users or fortifications out the wazoo. I honestly would put them up even if I had a contagion of hunters, to be fair. I mean, if you have the resources and possibility, why not? If you're staring on a new settlement in the middle of a Grim county, not having external walls seems like a pretty big design flaw. I know a few that would have choice words for you, Mr. Jacabagus. I agree, but the King of Vale probably doesn't. Huh? What do you mean? Your last attempt at expanding didn't prove successful for a number of reasons. Among those were the lack of fortifications. I see. Wish said it. I don't think it's a happy tale. Speaking of Vale, though, I don't think I've seen any kind of fortification there. Guess they're hidden out of sight. The gray-haired asshole's priority is far from the eyes, far from the heart, after all. The battlement. From here, you can go inside the gate's building, can't you? Maybe opening it from the inside could be simpler than the outside. Maybe. Why open it at all if we can manage to get up from inside? Not everybody who could be coming here is an aura user. They didn't make this easy to climb. I approached the wall, stretching a hand towards the material. The wall is smooth with no holes or footholds of any kind. Even the decorative line is completely. What? This sensation? Partner, what's wrong? Aura. Aura? There's aura running through these walls. What? Are you pulling my leg? I can't feel anything. I swear, try touching the wall directly. Can't feel anything, partner. Me either. I can, but it's so weak, like a whisper in the distance. A whisper? Okay, yeah, it's weak, but I can feel it so clearly as long as I keep my hand on the wall. Moo, why can't you and Penny feel it, but not me? Beats me, but I swear it's there. Guess you're just more sensitive to aura than we are. And maybe, partner? It's just an idea, but we can talk about it after we're finished. Let's continue exploring. There's something really big. Aura means there's something alive in the city. True. Something alive. That's never tried contacting the outside. Those are some weirdly shaped battlements. Just a frame with openings big enough for an entire person to walk through. Are those made of obsidian as well? Yes. They're probably designed so that aura gets projected between the frame's bones. Aura. It makes me wonder, by the way. How would you even power all this up? Someone's aura. But if the entire structure is connected, how much aura would you need to cover everything? And to keep it replenished during an assault if it's continuously chipped away at? Battlements may not be narrow enough to stop humans, but a Grim certainly could fit through an impressive amount. The best theory I can come up with is that they had a group of aura users already on standby, but that sounds terribly inefficient. Why design and build a security system you can't use? We circled as much of the city as we could. I think it's a good moment to gather our thoughts. Alright guys, gather up. The front door is sealed. Opening it the normal way from the outside could take us years. Well, I could use my semblance, go back to the last time it was used. Thought of that, but considering it was around 10 years ago, you need more aura than you actually possess. Well, with my semblance, we could share aura with her. Wouldn't that be enough? I think it would, but then the problem became the strain it put on Evelyn. So let's keep that as the last resort if we can't open it from the inside, alright? Let me show off every once in... Wait, the inside. The inside. But what about the Diz spell? I like that. I tested a number of alternative non-commettals collateral as we walked. Well, I think I know what it is. What? How? Thanks to your little discovery, partner. Think about it. It can't be gas because the city is in the open. It wouldn't be that precise anyway. While the effect is precisely restricted to the city limits. Considering that those same limits are defined by the walls and that you felt aura, I think this is a semblance. You're kidding, right? I know the implications are ridiculous, but let's say we believe this theory for a second. If it's a semblance, how do we get past it? If it's a semblance and its range is extended by the prey of the city and the walls, goodness, it affects our bodies directly, doesn't it? The effect is just putting people to sleep, but it's inescapable. I don't know whether to call it weak or strong. Quite so? Well, it's easiest way would be to take out the user, but we don't know where he is. And if it's in the middle of the city, good luck getting anywhere near there. I think there's a way to know at least the appropriate position, though. It's a long shot, but how would that work? By combining your semblance with Penny's brain. I'm ready. Took you long enough, you cow. Apologies, I needed to grab your security box. I didn't hide it that well. Extremely well, actually. You must treasure what's inside of it. I don't, You're annoying. I don't even remember what the fuck it is. I know. Nice to see you both so lively. You don't need me to guide you there. I don't know if the directions were accurate enough. The ruins where Howard was squatting are a familiar point of reference. We'll find the source easily enough. I see. I guess it will be a short trip then, for once. Depends on how long it'll take to break my mind apart and piece it back together. Ugh, I feel like puking just at the thought. Please don't. Howard just finished cleaning. Did not, but it'll definitely make this cohibition even more of a stink. Let's go, Bella. Yeah. One day, wiser. Patience. Talk about a shot in the dark. Are you sure this will work? I honestly have no idea, partner.
The theory is sound, though. If whoever's creating the Dit spell is using the pyro-obsidian structure to spread their aura, they must be in contact with it.
It is funny knowing the plot and knowing what ends up happening, especially in the sequel. Because, like, they are kind of right and kind of off by, like, 5 miles. And if I can share my aura with it for the structure, I thought I should be able to follow it into its location. Your semblance allow us to share our aura not only with you, but also between ourselves. If we can also partake of the sensing side effect, it makes sense, but I don't really sense the exact location. It's just a general feeling.
I'll turn that feeling into numbers or a vector. Leave it to me.
Well, as long as it's in the range, I guess this could work.
Yeah. Now show us.
Show you what?
What do you think? You told us you tried your inspiration on Pyra. So, what did you get?
Wait, what?
What do you think? You told us you tried your inspiration on Pyra. So, what did you get?
Oh, God. I didn't do that, right? Oh, that. Actually, this could spare us the effort of climbing. One said I'm still not used to doing it on command. Partner, you need to work on your focus face. Oh, shut up and let me concentrate. Let's see. I need to remember what I felt coming from Pyrrha.
I don't know which shade of green looks better on you.
So my eye's green like Pyrrha's right now. Have you done this in front of a mirror yet, so I wouldn't know. All right, let's do this, Penny. Huh?
Easy there with the hand holding, you perv.
Sorry! It's just that my siblings and Kira's
I
inspiration.
don't mind. I was just surprised. That's all.
I see. Damn, Peter's confidence is overwhelming. All right, on to it then. Roger. And now he's flying. Not very gracefully, but...
Hacks! I call hacks.
not as easy as I make it look. Whoa, whoa, oh gods! And Peta can do this like breathing. I don't think she can fly.
David, this is fantastic. You're levitating the both of us effortlessly.
Not really, it's not that easy calibrating.
I mean that you're not affected by my weight.
Oh, that. Yeah, as long as I touch you, it's like we're the same body. Speaking of which, ready?
Affirmative.
I give Penny a nod and slowly stretch my hand towards the obsidian frame. I hope this counts as being out of bounds for the semblance, or Penny will have to catch me. I let out a sigh of relief. I can feel the aura pulsating through the metal. I don't feel any kind of dizziness. So far, so good. On 3, Penny. I'm counting that down. Okay, but
I
why?
want to contribute something. 3.
Huh?
2.
So, close my eyes and focus. Feeling my aura travel from my core up to the side of my arm.
1.
1. Oh no, we broke it. What happened? No, seriously, what's going on? I can't see anything. No, there's nothing. I can see my own self, but there's nothing else to see here. I feel weightless. It's like I'm floating around in warm water. Warmer. Just my body. There's not even air. I don't feel like I'm breathing. Nothing around me. My body keeps twisting in random directions at every twitch of my body. Yet, no matter in which direction I turn, I still see nothing. Penny, Evelyn, Jack. My voices echo around me, flying way to come back to me from every direction. What is this place? How did I end up here? Girls, professor, anyone? God damn it, what? Calm down, Ariel. If you freak out like this, you'll just keep freaking out. You can feel your body, you can feel your aura, and you can move. And it isn't something. And there's something getting warmer around you somewhere. Find the direction and head that way. It's a start from.
You are brave, boy.
What?
But it's way too soon for you to be in front of me.
What is... Oh, yeah. Ah!
Always a welcome reaction. My kids have gotten used to my presence by now. Even in this new form.
Hot, what is this? What the hell is going on?
And so you reached peak. Starting to unravel the mystery, aren't we? Following little metal breadcrumbs.
This... You know me? How?
That's your question. Seriously?
Excuse me?
You're
having an out-of-body experience, standing in complete darkness in front of a...
You're having an out-of-body experience, standing in complete darkness in front of a talking giant made of living flames, and the first thing on your mind is how I know who you are?
I'm having... What?
You didn't know. So you just randomly inserted your aura into the pyramid city
As we
structure.
established, I'm a himbo.
Can't begin to guess why exactly you do that, but you are probably trying to find a way around it. Indeed,
You're the source of
but
it.
much more, boy. That's also the reason why I know so much about you. My kids have been reporting about you as often as possible.
Your kids, what? Wait a minute. You're talking about Wiser and the others. Aha,
Took
took
you
you long enough.
Or is it that the kids never mentioned me?
They did, until Threa mentioned you and Wiser were in the same sentence. We thought boss referred to Wiser. The usual confusion.
That'd be because of
Howard, he's
Mistrally.
Mistrally.
The usual confusion. That'd be because of Howard. He's Mistrally, and in the archaic language there is two words that sadly only translate to boss in a more commonplace version. He refers to Weather by one and to me by the other in his mind, but the difference doesn't translate well in Belgian. So just call me boss.
Only because I don't know what else to call you.
Fair. And is that anger?
Here, Rising. If Wiser, Howard, Bella, and Thrilla answered you, then you're the reason they're after me.
Sounds logical.
What do you want from me? Answers,
Answer,
Is that what you want? What do you think?
Well, in light of this unforeseen but undoubtedly entertaining meeting, I'm feeling inclined to answer 3 of your questions before I send you back.
I believe it doesn't matter what we say. So I'm just gonna have some fun. Not a threat, not a bluff, just a statement. Just 3.
Indeed. So choose carefully, boy.
What happened to Peak? No one can get into the city. There's no human activity, and no one has heard anything from the population in years. What did you do? I just took advantage of an opportunity. Fools really took a liking to RWBY City, and well, that sealed their fate. You didn't just put them to sleep. I didn't. But don't worry, you're too far away from me to do the same thing to you, even if I wanted to. How? What exactly did you do? That would be telling you too much. You can find your own out on your own if you reach the mines, though. But I would advise you against eating before going in. It's not for the weak stomach. Bastard. Afterwards, I put up the debilitating field and sealed the city to avoid interference. But now I no longer need it, really, so I'll give you a hand and make the field weaker. Weaker? You mean people will no longer fall dormant? Now, let's not get crazy, but I will make it so that it will only affect people with an active aura shield. A hand? More like a damn gauntlet! Now, what would life be without a challenge, boy? What are you? You were right earlier. The first question I should have asked is, what the hell are you? That's something you will discover on your own the further you get inside the city. But I can give you a couple of hints. Doesn't it sound weird to you that I referred to Wiser, a fully grown adult, as a kid? A bit, but I guess that's because humans are all kids to you, aren't they? Very good. Yes, to me, even your headmaster is a kid. Remnant itself is barely living, leaving its crib, which implies that Osmond is older than he looks. Oh, you don't know the half of it. Also, if he says Remnant itself is like a baby to him, that implies he's not of it, he's not of this world. Where exactly did he come from, then? What do you want from me? First I thought it was just the flame in my body, but that's not it, is it? The flame. How much do you know about it? Next to nothing. Howard wasn't exactly talkative, and the flame itself doesn't share much either. The flame speaks to you. Was that honest surprise in his voice? It's just as Howard said, there's definitely something of the Guardian in you. The Guardian? What Guardian? That's not what you're asking right now, boy. To answer your original question, there's nothing I want from you at the moment, but I may in the future, depending only on your actions. 3 questions. I have so many more, and he didn't really answer any of them exhaustively. Well then, that's all the time we have for today. You mean that's all the time you'll grant me? Oh, I like you, boy. It'll be fun to meet you in person. And when will that be? Once again, Decapagus. That depends on you. Oh, and one last thing. What? This will hurt. Oh God, no,
Oh, no. What's wrong with him?
And they're gonna think I'm crazy. State didn't change, just started screaming. Partner, can you hear me? His vitals, he's waking up. The pain, it's gone. Oh my God, I can't take it anymore.
I can't take much more of this.
David, how do you feel? Can you understand me?
Yes, I feel fine.
You were screaming bloody murder just a few seconds ago. What do you mean fine?
That was because of... I've met him. Met who, partner? You mean the flame? No. No, the boss. See, we now sound like a cult leader. Why, Isabella? I'm not the one pulling the strings.
So this is the thing that Phila and Bella fear so much?
Pyrobsidian.
A being not of this world, with a connection to Pyrobsidian, is responsible for the disappearance of Peak's populace. Mr. Cabagas, if it weren't against school rules, I would be kissing you right now.
Sorry. We've reached our yearly allowance of interactions with crazy groupies. Try next semester.
A decade of silence and hitting walls and dead ends, and we reach a breakthrough in one day. A breakthrough that we can't prove, Professor. I'm sure the story would get us laughed out of town. We can't prove it yet, you mean? We've got our targets set for us now. That mines, which are on the other side of the city. I have a feeling we're not going to get there alive with Aura. Penny, no.
That's not what I was thinking of. But Jack's plan worked. I know how we can get inside the city, and eventually, the mines.
Oh, well that's great. And it will have to wait until next weekend. We had enough excitement for one day, students. It's time to go back.
My sentiments exactly, Professor.
Right. I'm still not 100% sure David is unharmed from his experience, and I believe we're going to need everyone's strength.
You heard our tactician. Time to go back.
A tactician? Me?
Who else? Come on, let's go.
I'm the tactician!
Can't I'd really, really like that, but I can't. We can't, Thrilla. I can't even tell you why. You're both very brave. I don't want to be, but you have to be for her, right? Yes. You know, I have 2 daughters back home. They're around your age. Really? Really? What are they like? Every time I think of her, every time we do this. Hey T, I'm back. Glad to have you back, Bella. Thanks. Got at my clothes. These are ruined, as always. Near the basin behind those rocks. Thanks. I'll never get used to the smell of sweat and blood. Was thinking of her. You always do when we do this. Well, I was wondering, do you? When I'm fractured, I don't even remember face, but when I'm healing towards the end, yes. It helps you be brave. Yes, it does. My box can't find it in the darkness. Put it on the floor near the wall. Ow! On your right. Yeah, I found it. Fine. Still looks good on you. I still say you should be the one to keep it. She gave it to you. You're the more deserving. Even if I was, she gave it to you. You're going to respect her wishes first and your self-loathing second. What would I do without you, T? Probably write poetry or obey the boss blindly. Speaking of which, I've decided what we're going to do next. You got an idea? Something like that. Simply put, we do nothing. Oh, I see. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do all of Cinder's events. Why some stuff on for now? That was the quickest cafeteria run ever. We can eat while we talk. Come on, let's hurry. Guess she's took a liking to her role as tactician. Probably, but it's not only that. If I had to take a guess, she's probably in a hurry because of Thrilla and Bella. Alright, shoot, Penny. I'd like to, but as tactician, I can only move forward with the briefing when given authorization by our commander. Okay. I see. Permission granted, Tactician Penny. Gladly so, Commander. That would make me a medic and Evelyn an ensign or navigator? Plan worked. For aerial senses, I managed to follow his Zora through the cryo-obsidian structure, if only for brief seconds before he fell unconscious. Wasn't exactly what happened, but yeah. I'm sorry to say I haven't been able to find the body of the user. I suspect he was too far removed from our point of access for a timely scan. But now I have a grasp of how his semblance works and how to neutralize it. And now the map, right? Wait, map? What map? How much did they advance this plan? Also, how did they print something like this in less than a day? We had a professor who's an interested party, remember? Fair point. What we found are kind of receptacle points where the aura of this figure naming himself boss was focused, concentrated. So he has been feeding his aura into this pyroobsidian structure for a decade. What kind of creature? These points are arranged in a non-accidental way around the city. They form a pattern, an array of sorts to keep that seems to split the city into well-defined areas. Basically meaning we get more areas as we go. This looks less like a symbol and more like a security system. When was he? What was it he said? He didn't want anyone interfering is what was going on with the city. Whatever this affair of his might be, he told Ariel to go to the mines to find out, which are all the way at the back of the city. And I bet that the strongest concentrated aura is there. Yes, moving on. These focal points, I believe, that be taking them out, we will be able to liberate large areas of the city from the semblance. In theory. And one of those points is right on top of the front gate. Precisely. Fantastic. That leaves us with one itsy-bitsy problem. We can't use aura. I'll bet my ears that the debilitating whatchamacallit isn't the only defense this guy has at his disposal. The only one of us who has superior fighting capabilities, even without aura, is Penny. But we're not sending you in there alone, even if it's just on top of the entrance gate. Right, Commander? Right, partner? This doesn't leave us at an impasse, though. We need to find an alternative way to explore the area, or somebody willing to help us keep their silence and who also happens to fight without aura well enough to support Penny. Sadly, I don't know of any other androids. Even a cyborg would do. Funny you say that. What do you mean, no thanks? Exactly that. I changed my mind. I won't pursue the secondary objective of our target any longer and limit myself to the primary task of observation. What are you trying to do? I will do nothing more than what is asked of me, Howard. You bitch! Oh, no need to get vulgar, Howard. You could do the same without any repercussions. Unlike you, I'm loyal towards the boss. True. And in your eyes, capturing Arrow would be the best way to help him, despite the boss's wishes. Well, he did expressly forbid us from trying to capture it. Point is, Howard, you should probably rethink what it is in the whose best interest. That's what I did. Damn it! Maybe Pyrrha? I have no doubt she'd say yes, but without her aura, this is pointless. There's no one we have a clear advantage even without an aura cover, and I can't ask anyone to risk their lives like this. Is going in blind and defenseless really the only option we have? Maybe Penny's father could give us some kind of protection to wear. And I never thought I'd envy John's armor. Wonder where he got that from. I haven't seen anyone else wearing any kind of armor except Kira and that Cardin guy. Unlike John's, theirs looks more decorative than anything. Maybe there's a blacksmith in town I can go for, or Cinder, Emerald, that guy's new. I guess he must be one of their other teammates. He's one tall bastard, that's for sure. Also, bleakest color combination I've seen anyone wearing in bleak and so far. Wonder what they're talking about. Oh, they noticed me. Well, I was walking in their direction there. Hey, Cinder. Hey, Emerald. Hey. Hey, Ariel. Fancy meeting you here. On the road towards the dorm after lunch? Not that fancy. Watch your mouth, Shorty! What? What's his problem? My tone wasn't that mocking, was it? Mercury, stand down. But I can handle a conversation by myself, thank you very much. But wow, that's one hell of 180 he did. And again... That. Sorry, ma'am. Ariel, this is Mercury. He's our teammate and my partner. Oh, so that's guy she would rather not work with. Your fame precedes you, pal. A pleasure. Yeah, whatever. Seriously, what the hell is his problem? He, like many people in this show, has issues. So, Ariel, what can I do for you? That's not exactly what I meant by not that fancy, you know. I know, but I think I don't have to restate my literacy, do you? Actually, that could be helpful. No, you don't. Can we speak privately? Certainly. Will the bench over there do? Perfect. The hell? Why is she acting like that with this guy? What else is she supposed to act like with a student, moron? I guess Emerald and Mercury will make sort. Will they now? What makes you say that? It's what I'd do if my boss was talking business in semi-public. But look, that chuckle, it gives me goosebumps, and I don't exactly know why. Alright. Oh, I should keep you close. Or you could keep me even closer. We haven't decided that yet, have we? I'll be more interested in a fruitful partnership, Ariel. Glad to hear it. It just so happens that there's a matter we could help me with if your resources allow it to. And what would that be? I need someone who can fight without using aura. But you look at that, honest surprise. Someone who can fight without using aura. Fight at a level superior to that of a normal human, of course. I figured it's still a strange request. My team and I have come across a roadblock that cannot be traversed while actively using aura. I've never heard of this thing. As far as we know, it's a semblance. As far as we know, it is one step away from cracking the case, but only one of us, my teammates, is combat ready without aura. I'd like her to have at least one other person as support. There's no telling what she may find. It's a pretty big risk to take, but I do have one person in mind. What's in it for me? I don't know. I don't know enough about you or your operations to make it an offer. All I know is that you have enforcers instead of teammates, and that you're doing something awesome and wanting to prove of. I'm starting to doubt they're even actual students, yet how could they have gotten here without school, without power providing any paper from Haven? I genuinely wonder if there were any students that were like, these students are so fake. Don't mince words, Decavigus. It's honestly refreshing. You see right through me, though. Anyway, do you need time to think about it? I should probably tell my teammates about the proposal. I'm sure I can think of something about tomorrow. Shall we meet here again, same time? Fair. Then I will see you tomorrow with my team. How'd it go, ma'am? I was surprised. It doesn't happen often. And there's an opportunity to have an entire beacon team in our depth at the price of 1 mercury. What? Question is, what's the best way we can make use of them? How much money do I have? 750. That would fit Penny. Hopefully she likes black. And once you buy an outfit, it's saved for subsequent playthroughs. Good morning. I do love how in this show, people predicted Penny was a robot when she was first introduced. And Monty and everybody were like, no, she's not a robot. And then Volume 2 came out, and she's a robot. I don't know about this, partner. I don't know either, but I think it's a better alternative than endangering someone innocent. So these guys aren't? I don't think so, no. Cinder in particular gives me the same feeling Neo did, a constant underlying sensation of danger, without the overpowering annoyance factor. I wonder what their beef with the headmaster is. No telling with Cinder. I mean, we got her backstory, but the thing about Cinder is, like, there is justification for why she thinks the way she is, but like why, how she became the person she is, but she's not like meant to be redeemed or anything. Yeah, well, he may be an asshole. He usually already crosses the path of the right mofos. But they're students from Mistral. The headmaster of Haven is a close friend of the headmaster Osmond, and he has personally vouched for each student that he has been sent to Beacon. There's so much. You can take that last part and say, like, yeah, we vouch for everyone that comes here. Let's go to the meeting. We can make our deductions and decisions after speaking with them. Roger, boss. Something bothering you, Margaret? Nothing I can do anything about, ma'am. That's what I wanted to hear, and here they are. Cinder Fall, right? Yes, and you must be Ariel's Liba, Jack the Ivory. Jacqueline. Jack is just for my friends. I see. These are Emerald's... I can never say her last name. Sustani and Mercury Black. Did she just say Black? What the hell are you looking at me? Is something wrong? Do you know Mercury's from somewhere? No, we don't. But we should probably talk about this without distractions. Very well. Ariel can attest to the quality of that bench. Seriously, what is with you guys? Bipolar? Mercury, remember, we're supposed to collaborate. Yeah, that's still up in the air. And it's not up to you. Well, this is just great. He's an astro. And Mucha Girl's introduction was knocking out Ariel. Well, that's something you didn't mention. Why would I ever mention it to you? And it was self-defense. I guess I did get a bit too close and personal, didn't I? I remember you apologized. Could have been avoided with a bit more tact on your part, Miss Society. He cares about tact and was hanging out with Neil. Those things do not go together. Well, I guess they're getting acquainted. Before they, better they get along than otherwise, no? Sounds like you really want this collaboration to happen, Cinder. Any reason why? A couple. The main one is I'd like your team to do something for me. In exchange, you'll have our assistance with whatever pickle you may have found yourself in. If I remember correctly, she asked for a really, really insane favor. That ain't generous. But what exactly are you offering? Mercury, Ariel told me you need a superior fighter to support one of you. For a day, yeah. How is he a superior fighter? How is your teammate a superior fighter? I see. But I will expect him to share his fighting abilities with a friend. I'm sending him to watch over the back of one of my teammates. It's fair. I trust that will be reciprocated. Mercury is a precious member of my team. Of course. Actually, I want to suggest you all come with us on location. Interesting. What exactly is the location you speak of? That is only going to be real with you if this deal goes through. So far, we've only barely talked about what you want getting from it. Very well then. I trust in case of refusal, you won't be telling anything about this and we'll just stay out of each other's way. As long as I don't deem you too dangerous to keep around. My sentiments exactly. It's been 20 minutes now. I wonder what they're talking about. They're probably trying to get as many details as possible out of each other. The conversation seems to be amicable, though. Darn it. Mercury let his voice and opinion be known from his resting place under the nearby tree. He's probably the only one he's the one who's going to have to partner up with Penny. Oh, they're coming back. Guess that means they're finished. Yeah, that's that. We have a deal. We shall honor our part first. We will meet you at the Bullhead Landing on Sunday morning. We are going as well, ma'am? We are. Let's go. We'll brief you on the way back. Yes. We'll see you soon, then. Better not slow me down. So, do we trust these guys? Gods, no! Ariel had the right first impression! Although I doubt that Emerald and Mercury will act on their own. Or together, if they can help it. They obey Cinder, but that's not exactly a team, are they? Not like a gang or a posse. Or a cult. Anyway, what are the terms on our side? What did Cinder ask for? Oh, nothing complicated. We just need to blow up a mountain. I believe Cinder does have an explanation for why she wants this. But, like, it's one of those, yes. What? Hi, Carlo. Hey, read anything interesting reading? Yeah, maybe. Want to talk about it over drinks? Okay, is there some special book you've read about holding your alcohol? Because I'm actually impressed. No, it's just jeans. Thanks for trying to keep up, though. Your cut for tonight was 172. Your order knowledge. You jump from side to side, you're gonna get whiplash. Oh my gosh, you work here, right? Yeah, I like to think I do. Ooh, oh god, this is really happening. So, do we order something to drink now or later? Okay, I think you may be coming on a bit too strongly. Here, intensity aside, that's supposed to be my job. Oh, right, sorry. Got a bit excited, I guess. Okay, I'll hazard a guess and say you're not here because you're lonely or have trouble meeting new people. Oh, no, not at all. It's just, oh god, we're making small talk. You're good. And that's how the second book of the series ends. Entire book series about Host. I guess you can be a fan of everything. I guess it's not accurate as I'd like to think, though. Guess not. Still, part of the job is kind of selling a fantasy to the client, so I don't mind humoring you, but I'm not using that name. What? What's wrong with Blue Sude? 130. Now, considering her hints, water locked and free daily, a place with water that gets locked, that could only be the swimming pool, and for locking time, that could only be at night, but I bet I will find it unlocked. And free day could only mean Saturday or Sunday, so let's give it a shot. It should be placed, but oh, there she is. Seems like Saturday was the right day. It's been, what, weeks since I got this? Well, somebody got comfortable. I don't need to act like a target detail this time. It's really about the results. So, what'd you have there? Her eyes trail off the small plastic bag I'm holding in my right hand. I hold it up. Your proof. Throw it right here. It's a pass. So I got the right stall? You got extra lucky. Any kind of apple would have been fine, but you actually went and got the exact variety. But I bet you paid for this, didn't you? You're not rubbing off on me that way. I only said you needed to bring me proof, didn't I? You're still crazy considering how much these cost. That did surprise me, yes. What kind of apples are these? So why were you staring at them that time? No reason in particular, it's just that I haven't seen one in a while and I started reminiscing. So it's something from your past? A Crimson Valesian apple is the first thing I've ever stolen, and the last I've stolen for someone else. You weren't alone. Not in the beginning, no. My mother was there for a time, and she was detained from back here, followed by some big shot hunter back to the Vale Kingdom after she came to eradicate a grim infestation. Then he went and got himself killed around the 4 month. I'm sorry, I'm not. The Hunter Association is not exactly great with pension plans. The moron never married her, so she didn't qualify. All she left me was his eyes. So as you can imagine, our living condition wasn't exactly stellar. That's why you learned to hide. In the streets, in the school, even in my own house, best training ever. And where do the apples factor in? She takes the apple out of the bag and walks closer to the fountain lamp, light reflecting off the water and on her body. They were my mother's favorite. Supposedly they reminded her of the guy for some reason, never got around to ask. Nothing special about them, they're just a rare variety. They taste good and cost a lot. We obviously couldn't afford them. She couldn't not find out. Of course, but she was a pragmatist at heart. She only told me not to get caught, and I never did. It became a sort of daily routine. I was out getting an apple a day when she died. Was it natural? It was the reason I learned to hide even better and locked my semblance out of necessity. So, they remind you of her? Yes. Emerald, why? Because that's not a time or place I should reminisce about. Before she died, I was probably going to end up in prison or pouring myself out and afterward. It's not important. I'm not going back to who I was then, and the quicker I forget her face, the better off I'll be. And why did you tell me all of this? Because you actually care. So care for both of us, Ariel. I'll see you soon. I think you're ready for the real deal now. You're now close with Emerald. Now I'm gonna call it a part there.